So, with this exhibition, A Death Greatly Exaggerated, Canada's thriving small and fine press, I resisted the temptation to do a straight historical survey of the small press. And there is a rich history to mine in Canada, beginning even as far back as the turn of the 20th century, although the small press movement, particularly the literary small press, really began to accelerate after the Second World War, when a modern Canadian literary voice began to emerge through publications like First Statement and publishers such as Contact Press. But instead, what I wanted to do was celebrate the book, celebrate the printed book, as it's produced today by the Canadian small and fine press. After all, lurking in the shadows as I researched and considered what to display in this exhibition was the growth of electronic publishing and ebooks, and the seemingly persisting idea that the book as we've come to know it for centuries is passé, that the ebook has come to bury the printed book. After going through probably close to 400 small press materials produced since the year 2000, which was basically my cutoff date, all held here at the Fisher Library and from publishers from across the entire country, from Vancouver Island to Newfoundland, I felt emboldened, and my faith in the future of the printed book became more assured. Hence the title, which I of course stole from Mark Twain, commenting on his own demise, A Death Greatly Exaggerated. The book, in other words, is still a living and breathing entity, and it is nowhere near close to death. I consider the small press publishers heroes of a sort. Many of them, and it's probably not a stretch to say all of them, are not in it for the financial rewards. Rather, they're making books for the love of the craft and, frankly, for the love of the book. I wanted a fairly comprehensive representation of the small and fine press as it exists in Canada in this exhibition. I start with the literary presses, both the veterans, such as Coach House, House of Anansi, and Porcupine's Quill, along with the newcomers, including Gaspro Press in Nova Scotia and Book Thug here in Toronto. From there we move on to illustrated books, such as works from wood engravers George A. Walker and Wesley Bates, and artist books, where the book's content will often take a backseat to the structure and the aesthetics of the book itself. I cover the dynamic small and fine press scene in British Columbia, beginning with Mission BC's Barbarian Press, and then move on to what I call chapbooks, micropresses, and the self-published. These are books produced on a smaller scale with very small print runs, often just sold at book fairs and readings. In total, there are about 60 items on display, including small and miniature books and some stunning broadsides hanging on the walls downstairs. What I hope people come away with after seeing this exhibition is an appreciation that the printed book, particularly in the hands of these dedicated and talented small press publishers, is truly alive and well and thriving here in Canada.